From the pages of Wrestling Ringside, January 1995, we drop into a time where mystery, betrayal, and controversy ruled both the WWF and WCW landscapes. The magazine opens with a chilling visual: Hulk Hogan on a stretcher, the mighty Hulkster, ambushed not once but twice by a masked assailant during the Clash of the Champions. First in the hallway, then again, after attempting to wrestle through the pain. He was carted off to a hospital twice in one night. The attacker's identity? Some say Arn Anderson, others whisper Mr. Perfect. Regardless, the image of Hogan falling was enough to shake the wrestling world. Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel responded with fury, suspending Ric Flair, accusing him of masterminding the ambush. Flair denies it, but suspicion remains. The outcome? Hogan is still champion, but for how long? Flair's suspension is under appeal, and everyone is pointing fingers. With Halloween Havoc on the horizon, the rematch seems inevitable. From WCW Chaos to the WWF SummerSlam showcase at the brand new United Center in Chicago, where Bret Hart faced his brother Owen inside a steel cage, a match meant to end a feud only escalated it. The British Bulldog, brother-in-law to Bret, made a dramatic return. Now it's Owen and Jim the Anvil Neidhart versus Bret and Davey Boy Smith. The Hart family feud had officially exploded. Meanwhile, the Undertaker versus Undertaker storyline had run its course. Ted DiBiase's counterfeit Deadman was finally exposed and defeated. The match itself, weak, but the mystery was solved. The real Undertaker buried the imposter, literally. A shocking development arrives in the independent scene. Eastern Championship Wrestling is now Extreme Championship Wrestling. The catalyst? Shane Douglas wins the NWA title, only to throw the belt down, calling the NWA irrelevant. He praised Lou Thesz, Buddy Rogers, and Ric Flair, then spat on the legacy. It was bold. It was disrespectful. It was ECW. Meanwhile, Cactus Jack and Mikey Whipwreck beat Public Enemy for the tag belts, cementing ECW's reputation for chaos. In crossover territory, AAA and IWC announced their first pay-per-view to be co-produced with WCW. Headlining the card, Conan vs. Perro Aguayo. With WCW assisting in production, Mexican wrestling's signature style is going global. Fans are urged to tune in and witness lucha libre like never before. Elsewhere in WCW, the Honky Tonk Man is back, insulting Johnny B. Bad and declaring himself the king of rock and wrestling. Jim Duggan is gaining traction in Europe. Jeff Jarrett has released a country music record funded by the $1 Million Man. Tatanka, now a villain, is feuding worldwide with Lex Luger, and surprisingly, Tatanka's racking up wins. Fan letters pour in. One reader blasts sensuous Sherry for her repeated interference. Another mourns Conan's heel turn and pledges allegiance to Hijo del Santo. Razor Ramon fans cheer his regaining of the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, but warn he better watch his back. Then we get the magazine's major features. A deep dive into Diesel and Shawn Michaels winning the WWF tag titles from the Head Shrinkers. The duo had failed in 3 previous matches, but finally clinched the belts in Indianapolis. Post-match, they celebrated hard, but even the article hints, don't expect this partnership to last. Their egos are too big to coexist for long. In the letters section, readers go off. Bret vs. Owen gets praise for its drama. Hogan's stretcher incident draws comparisons to Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. Flair is called a coward. Readers beg for his permanent suspension. But another group celebrates Hogan's grit, limping from the hospital to the ring, defying pain to face Flair. The Clash of the Champions results are printed in full. The Nasty Boys beat Pretty Wonderful in a non-title match. Ricky Steamboat wins the U.S. title from Steve Austin via clean pin, though he could have taken the DQ after Austin threw him over the top rope. Steamboat chose honor over shortcut. A grudge match between Dusty and Dustin Rhodes versus Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck ends in DQ after interference from Arn Anderson. Antonio Inoki defeats Lord Steven Regal in a sleeper hold finish. And in the main event, Flair beats Hogan by countout after Sherry again targeted Hogan's injured knee. Post-match, Flair, Sherry, and the Masked Man triple team Hogan. Only Sting stops the beatdown. The magazine is also packed with ads and extras. Magnificent Mimi merchandise galore, posters, jackets, t-shirts, and videos. Star Wars collector pins featuring Leia, X-Wings, and Rebel insignia. LPW home videotapes featuring legendary women's wrestling from the US and Japan. Comic Scene, Fangoria, and Starlog subscription offers. a full video catalog of female wrestling, bodybuilding, and kickboxing tapes from around the world, offered by famous sports videos and leather and lace productions. In Artist's Corner, fans submit drawings of Shawn Michaels, Bam Bam Bigelow, the 1-2-3 Kid, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan. Submissions come from kids as far as Denmark and as close as New Jersey. The portraits are charming, detailed, and full of heart. This issue closes with reflections on the state of the business. Hogan's aura is fading. Flair's villainy has peaked. ECW is no longer underground. AAA is poised for a global leap. And inside both major promotions, alliances are cracking, power is shifting, and the next chapter is uncertain. So if you remember a time when Tatanka betrayed his roots, when Sherry's high heels were weapons, and when wrestling magazines were printed battlegrounds, then this one's for you. Like, share, and subscribe, because every single day we bring you the injuries, the uprisings, the chaos, and the chair shots from the pages.